So, bro, like, do you go by like what do you go by, man? Rambo. All right, but I'm gonna put this mic a little closer.
That's what we're doing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Rambo Jenkins,
man.
brother.
Yeah, man.
My boy, Mr. Exotic Pop.
In this bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to make it work. You know.
Nah, this is viral, bro.
First exclusive interview. You know what I'm saying, man? So we about to get down and dirty, bro.
And you know what? I appreciate you for coming on to the podcast and making this happen, man.
Yeah, man.
This is legendary, bro. I'm just gonna get my intro out the way real quick, but welcome back to another episode of the Real Me with Rel podcast, man. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So before we get further into this episode, I'm gonna need you guys to follow us on all social media platforms. We're gonna have those in the bio. We're gonna have those across the screen. So make sure you guys tap in. Of course, my boy Exotic Pop. Make sure you guys are following him, following me. We do have a new TikTok, so make sure you guys go tune in there at the Real Me Clips. So make sure you guys go tune in. We have all the clips from our latest interviews, our vlogs, and whatnot. So we've been being really consistent on there. So make sure you guys give us a follow. We do also have merch for those who are just tuning in right now that are new to the channel. We have podcast merch at the Real Me Rel Clothing. So make sure you guys go tune in there. Nothing over $45. I mean, that's including zip ups, shirts, long sleeves, whatever you name it, we got it. So make sure you guys go tune in, grab some merch. And you guys are in tune with everything we've got with season 4, man. It's been crazy. It's been viral. I'm glad to be able to bring this interview to the podcast. I hope you guys really enjoy this. But without further ado, my special guest, my boy, Mr. Jenkins, the Mr. Exotic Pop CEO himself. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. What's going on?
What's going on with you, man? Shit, man. Can you believe it's the end of 2025, man? Talk to me about that. So what has your year look like so far? What's recap, man? What's been going on with you, man?
Man, it's been a crazy year, man. You know what I'm saying? Things have transpired real fast, and I'm loving it, bro.
Fast.
And I'm looking forward to the future.
Did you set out 2025 to certain goals that you had for your business that you achieved or you accomplished this year?
Man, honestly, bro,
all
this stuff is everything that's transpired so far, man. It's happened fast. It really wasn't even in my plan personally.
Really,
you know what I'm saying? So it happened, and when it happened, I couldn't pass it up. I'm living.
Yeah. Taking it day by day, huh?
Oh man, you know, because I mean, it's a crazy story, bro. How everything transpired. I've been part of this brand for about like
3 years.
Doing certain store fish and open for
only 4 months. Well, yeah, because hold on. Well, I'll be honest. So let's just talk about it. So first, this is legendary. So let's just get this straight off the bat before we can get further into this. This is the first interview ever to be an Exotic Pop. Let's just get that first off the bat. And everything I've done on Melrose, it has been for the first. I'm literally breaking records, and I'm gonna talk about it.
I love it.
No, I'm gonna talk about it, man, because you know what? I feel like it's not talked about enough. But I started recording my first thing on Melrose was with, of course, Desto Dub. We did an interview live inside the Awful Lot of Cough Syrup, which is literally next door. I was definitely the first person to do a live interview. And the dopest part about that interview, bro, was that it was literally while it was open. So it was so dope. Like, I was literally, it's so much traction, bro. And then there's people like, because you know how you guys have like glass and stuff, like people walking by and shit like that. So there's people like taking pictures and videos and shit like that, and it was the most legendary experience, bro, for sure. And that was last year. And then ever since that, I did also some things with Nephew Milo. We did also another legendary episode. I've done 4 episodes. Yeah, shout out Milo, man.
I really I mess with them guys and stuff, man. You know, I built a real good relationship with them, man, and you know, it's beautiful. So,
yeah,
those are really 2 awesome dudes,
authentic,
man.
Yeah,
authentic
for sure.
You know, if you cool and you really you got that vibe, they gonna
fuck with you,
man, for sure.
Yeah,
man.
they gonna fuck with you for sure.
Yeah, shout out to them, man,
and
for sure.
They've been such a big part of my career and my journey as being a podcaster. From the moment I went up to Dub and I shook hands with him and I told him, I said, I'm a young Black-owned podcast and I'm next up, man, and I would love to fuck with you, bro. And they've been super genuine and helping me out. And I even got to interview, of course, we'll talk about this as well, as Rio the Young OG.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I got to interview Rio de Young OG, and that's
in
yeah,
Rio.
in Rio. I interviewed Rio at the because
Man.
okay, so look, we'll pull this clip up. I was first when I first saw you, bro. Was literally at that day. I'm gonna send you the clip again, but it was the Rio day. They had a album release party here on that weekend, and I pulled up and I was able to interview Rio, and I actually ran into True Car outside of the store of Exotic Pop. And that's when you popped in. I was literally talking to Car. We're gonna pull this clip up, and I was like, "Yeah." And True Car, you know how he is, man, with the ad libs and all that.
Yeah,
We outside, motherfucker. You know how True Car you get down. So it's like, we had Exotic Pop with Exotic Stops. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he said. And then you pulled up in the clip, and then I knew you was a CEO. I don't know what it was. I knew you was a CEO, bro. I didn't even know. I was like, I knew this. I know bro's a CEO. The way he walked up in the bed, I was like, bro's for sure the CEO. And in that clip, I literally put Exotic Pop CEO. Yeah. And then of course we run into each other again at one of our friends, the birthday party last weekend. Yeah. And yeah, so we was at his birthday party last weekend. And like I said, I already knew who he was. Like it just took for me to I had to talk to him. I didn't talk to him that day, but I seen him in that video and everything like that. And of course we were at the bar and I was with my friends and shit like that. I don't know, we was lit. How lit were you, bro? I was drunk as fuck. I left, bro.
Man.
I left.
Well, man, I when I go to those type parties, bro, I try my best not to get too loaded. You know what I'm saying? So it's I conserve myself. I'm real conservative outside. You know what I'm saying?
You seem like you were chilling. You seem like you were chilling, but you were lucky.
I was a little loaded. You know what I'm saying? I have me a few drinks
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I will indulge, but I've learned to not indulge too much.
That's the thing. The real trick about it, bro, is to know your limits. Exactly. I feel like so many people, I think, just don't know their limits. And it's hard. It's something you have to literally figure out yourself. You know what I mean? You have to experience it. But I think drinking is so much more fun when you know your limit. When you know, like, what it's going to do, when it's going to do it. And I had a trouble with that, like, kind of going into drinking. Like, I'm a tall dude, I guess. They say kind of height and all that stuff kind of matters.
Oh, man.
So, I don't know. But, bro, like, I literally, you ask my friend right here, I literally would take shots back to back to back to back to back.
Oh, you're done,
Yeah,
bro.
no, but see, I didn't feel it until we stood up.
Yeah, you're
and then
done.
we stood up, you know what I mean? Then I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, I'm cooked.
Done for. You're
you know what I mean? Next thing you know, it's only 10 o'clock. And I'm lit.
And you're out of there.
And I'm done.
Just getting started.
Exactly, bro. So I think it's important to know your limits, guys. If you're drinking out here, like, it's way more fun to drink if you know your limits. A lot of people don't know.
I let the women do the drink.
Come on.
That's more what it's for, you know what I'm saying, man? I let the women, you know what I'm saying, have more fun than, I'm having fun too, but I allow the women to really, that's what the liquor's really for, you know what I'm saying? It's really for the women.
It really,
They come out to drink and have a good time, and, I'm a vibe anyway, so, it's really for them.
Natural.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but you know how it is when you have a baddie in your face talking about, come on, take another shot.
I'm going to.
You taking the shot. You're taking the shot, brother. Who says no to a baddie, bro?
I'm taking
it's hard,
shot,
bro. It's hard.
It's hard.
You're taking the shot. You're taking the shot, bro.
You're right,
for sure, man. And so I just been recording out here on Melrose, doing great things, bro. And this is just adding to my catalog and opening up to a good relationship, bro. And this is dope, man. This is a really dope experience, bro, to be able to still do things on Melrose and still do things that have never been done before. And I'm very honored to have you on the pod, bro. So, but before we get more into the, of course, the Exotic Pop, give us a little background on it. Where are you from, bro? Give me a little background on you, man. Like, where are you from? LA, raised? What's going on with you, man? Before all this transpired.
So, man, I'm originally from LA. I was born in Pasadena, California.
Okay, from the area.
I moved around a lot as a kid, growing up and stuff. And as I got older, I've dibbled and dabbled. I went to high school out in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? So
nice.
I'm not your traditional LA person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I am, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've had the ability to have a taste of Northern California.
That being said, brother, what part of Northern Cal are you from? Because my mom's from up there, man.
So when I moved out there in my middle school days, I was living in North Oakland. I moved to Oakland.
Oh man, you from the Bay for real?
Yeah. I moved to Oakland. Oakland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
The Stumping Stone, I guess, man. You could say mother of all. I don't, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Oakland, California, bro, and it was a culture shock for me.
For sure.
Like, because I mean, down here, you see a lot of niggas and black people and different cult, you know what I'm saying? But out there, it's when I got out there, bro, it was a totally different culture.
Yeah, I bet, man. Oakland different. I be trying to tell Twin, like, man. Oakland different.
It's totally different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the blacks mess with the Tongans and Samoans, and you know what I'm saying, the Tongans and Samoans are basically together, and you know what I'm saying,
more unity.
The Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, messing with the blacks and the, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like it's a total culture shock, bro. You know, everybody is just different, and I was like, wow.
Did you enjoy that experience living up there in Oakland? Because that got to be that middle school age, so you had to, you know.
Man, middle school age when I went out there, it was definitely rough, bro. Because at that time, Oakland and LA were not, we're still kind of not joined together. You know what I'm saying? In so much, but you know, it's a lot better than it was back in the day. Back in the day, Oakland and LA did not mess with each other. You know what I'm saying? If you came down to LA from Oakland and they knew you was from Oakland and you was in certain areas, it would be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could.
Vice versa. You go to LA and you come from LA to Oakland and they know you from LA and it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Back in that era, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was a little rough in middle school and everything, but as time went along, you know, as they say, when you spend so much time out there in a certain area, 5 years or so, you know what I'm saying, you're basically kind of from that area.
Yeah.
You know, you become a piece of that area.
Pretty much,
that area becomes a piece of you.
For sure.
So, you know, it got easier, you know what I'm saying, but it didn't get too much easier, but it got a little bit easier over time. But yeah, after that, I finished high school and I came back down to LA, and I moved to Inglewood, and I was in Inglewood for about 10 years.
Okay.
So where it's at, man, LA, man. And
when it comes to family, brother, do you come from a big family, or what we looking like right here? Do you have siblings? Are you an older brother, or what we looking like?
Yeah, man, I got brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, really, when it comes down to it, out of everybody, I'm like the middle child. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he had 3 boys, 3 girls. You know, so out of that crew, you know, I'm like the third oldest. So my mom, she had 3 kids. You know, out of them, I'm the third one. You know, so lucky number 3, I guess.
Hell yeah, huh? What about, let's see, when you were a kid before high school, were you into sports? Did you see yourself doing anything else? Like growing up, what was one of your strongest passions? That's another thing I ask my guests all the time. Like, what were they on before all this?
So growing up, man, keep it just a 1,000. My childhood was rough, bro.
How so?
I mean, I come from a poverty, you know what I'm saying, type area. You know, I was, you know, I've had the ability to have a taste of good life and a bad life. And when I mean a bad life, I mean, you know, living up, struggling, you know what I'm saying, not knowing where your next meal is gonna come from. You're watching your mom struggle. You know, I come from that type of stuff. You know, so sports and all that really wasn't something I was thinking of. I'm really just thinking of, you know, how to survive, you know, day to day. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why I'm so driven now to be so successful in life.
So you've had that hustle mentality for a long time?
Man, a long time. Man, I watched my dad hustle, man. My dad had a job in hustle too.
Oh, okay.
He did 2 things at once.
Hell yeah.
You know, so it's like, you know, it's bred in me, you know what I'm saying, to get up and get it. So I'll live both. Man, thank you, man. It's
okay. Yeah, and I just want to say, proud of you on that, brother. This is beautiful what you've done, man. I'm still getting to know as we go along, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, and trust me, bro, I've heard of your shit way before I've seen you, bro. I've heard of Exotic Pop for sure. One of the first things I literally said when we interviewed Desto Dub was I tried the pina colada Exotic Pop, and one of my favorite flavors, you know, and we're gonna get into that a little next. Okay, bro. So mostly,
yeah, man.
Okay, so you've been had that hustle mentality. Was there other hustles that you did back, like legal hustles? I'm talking about like back then before you jumped into, of course, with the drinks and the products and everything like that.
You have to be a jack of all trades, way being a man.
I like that.
So I'm not in all forms of it. I've done security. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I used to do gardening work. You know what I'm saying, bro? I've done all kind of things, man.
Security work. Okay. And I think it's really important to talk about this stuff because, you know, when I interview these successful people like yourself and Dub and Milo, and people that are making, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars off their brand, and I think it's really important that people know that it doesn't happen overnight. And that's why I dive into specifics like this, bro, because I want people to understand that, you know, it's a journey, it's a process, and things don't happen overnight. You know what I mean? You already told me that, like, you know, that you've been hustling since you was in high school. You know, and not a lot of people understand that. Like, Dub used to do tattoos, bro. Like, I don't think people even understand. Like, Dub used to do tattoos, selling his shit out of a van, you know, before the store. So not a lot of people see all that, man.
And they just see
you know?
That, you know what
I'm
saying?
I always try to highlight
the
that.
things you're doing now, but they don't know, you know,
For real,
where you really have come from, bro. Man.
When this was all an idea, right? And just trying to make that vision come into fruition. And I have a similar story too, brother. So, you know, I started this podcast about 3 years ago, inside of my house. And I just had a vision of what I wanted to see. And I just really wanted to be a genuine podcast for Los Angeles, a Black-owned podcast. And, you know, not so much a media page, you know, and there's just so much, like there's podcasts out there, but they're mostly media. So they just kind of like just sit around and talk about other people all day. You know, and I don't think, like, as LA, I just feel like we should have something better. We should be able to have a podcast that we could all enjoy that's simply on a conversation that's not federal or not on no, like, gossip shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the vision I had, you know, and I didn't necessarily know exactly what that was going to look like, you know, so I started, bro. You know what I mean? I started inside the house. Started kind of using my connections in LA, and just because I did the party scene when I was in high school. Yeah. So just from doing like the function scene, I knew some DJs and some promoters and some artists. So I just started off with that, seeing who I can get up in there, built the traction, just started with the YouTube, and then just built off of there, bro. And then like a year later, I got, you know, 1,000 subscribers. I got that knocked out. And then I met Desto Dub. And then that changed a lot. Yeah, it took me a while to get that Desto Dub interview in. I'd met him and everything like that. But because Desto is such like this big, I definitely agree with you on that. And it's really the relationship. You know, I wanted to, when I came out in this game, I want it to be genuine. You know, I don't want to be like pushing too much. You know what I mean? I honestly just told Desto, he had a meet and greet with R3, the Chili Man. And at the time, I was already interviewing like those people. So I was able to get invited there because of West, pulled up. And then I just wanted to be genuine, you know, like same thing, like I'm real, you know what I mean? Like it's my podcast, you know, I don't want to, you know, I want it to be genuine. And I think for advice for anybody out here, and a lot of people hit me up about this and they try to ask, like, oh, so how did you get this? How did you do that? And I think most importantly is just to stay authentic, stay genuine, and build relationships. You know, don't try to like come up off of people. Don't try to like clout chase and like, you know, make it like authentic as you can, you know, but if you're like in people's faces like 24/7 and just pushing and pushing and pushing, like it's just, you know, it's not going to be genuine at all. And I've gotten this far because of my relationships with Dub and Milo, of course. You know, Milo, this summer I interviewed Bravo and DB. No, Bravo. No, I was at DB's album release party, but I interviewed Bravo. Just because of that, you know what I mean? But because I didn't ask Milo for that. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely have a good relationship with Milo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He was in the right place at the right time, man.
Exactly.
You know, that's how it goes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it being in this game, man, and being around the right people is gonna open the right door.
Every time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And as long as you have a genuine relationship and you have a genuine presence, that stuff is gonna come, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this before I had this store and really before people really knew that I was part of Exotic Pop, man, I would be in rooms with these people when I was doing security. and they would just look at me and just be like, huh, you know what I'm saying? Like they would see me,
yeah,
but they wouldn't acknowledge me like that, you know what I'm saying? But they would, you know, we would see each other,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So once I actually fully became out, like it came into the public, like, oh, bam, this is what you're doing. This is who's behind you, and this is
now
what
everybody catching on. Yeah,
me being
what
part of the
doing.
brand, man. It people now when they see me, it's a different thing,
energy,
bro. Different energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I don't even be telling them, oh yeah, man, we you know what I'm saying? Some people, yeah, it's because, you know, just a type of relationship or bond that we're building. But most of the time when I see people that I ain't seen previous or whatever, I don't even bring it up. I just, you know, just be like, you know, damn.
Work speaks for itself.
Yeah, you know, because it's like, man, I get a different type of outcome. You know what I'm saying? When they see me, it's more of, oh yeah, Exotic Pop, yeah, man, you know. So it's crazy, bro. It's really is crazy to where, you know, you could be this person one day and then that person the next day.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All overnight.
Speaking of, you know, Dub and of course my dog Milo, let's talk about those relationships, man. Like how those started exactly, and how did you meet Desto, and how did you guys get so tight and be able to, of course, have collabs right here. This is the newest one that we got right here. Yeah, tell me about it, and tell me about Desto too as well.
So Dub, man, we so first let me get into the history of Exotic Pop. So we have a clear understanding about what's going on. So Exotic Pop is a big brand. Mm-hmm. This store is a branch off of our main brand, which is Exotic Pop, which is in Houston. I'm Exotic Pop LA, right? So I basically, you could say in so many ways, franchised into the business. You know, so my business partners out in Houston, they started this about 10 years or so ago. You know what I'm saying? And we wasn't even thinking about slow-mos and nothing like that. It was just regular sodas, you know, doing regular things, cream sodas for the cost. It's for the sippers.
Yeah.
You ever been to Houston?
No, I haven't, but I'm hearing that I need to go. I'm hearing that I need to go.
I've never been there either, bro. But from what I know and the history and what I've dug into it and stuff, you know, it's a big city for the sippers, for the lean sippers. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Exotic Pop is really, you know, started out at. You know, we was doing it for the lean sippers. Yeah. As you can see, it doesn't like this taste so damn good.
Man, I just was gonna let you finish, brother. I didn't want to interrupt.
So you feel me?
Man,
that shit is so.
This is a new one right here too,
basically, yeah. So basically, what it did was we evolutionized from the regular soda of just, you know, cream soda, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Man, this shit is good. What do y'all put in this shit, man?
Anyways, yeah, so we went from regular cream sodas to making what you now have in your hand.
Right here.
That beautiful Desto Dub. You know what I'm saying? And it was a potion that, you know, some of my boys out in Houston came up with, you know, and mixed up a good concoction and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
now it tastes like cough syrup.
Yeah, it's good. It's good as hell.
You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what you sipping, man. You know. Shout out to Exotic Pop. You know what I'm saying? Exotic Pop Houston.
And how'd you make those relationships? So who runs it out there in Houston?
So my man Charles, man, and my boy Alameda, man, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I met these guys about 3 years ago, man, when Dub having a pop-up. And I was moving around or whatever. I had pulled up and I was just, you know, basically networking, man. And I had came across these guys and, you know, I started talking to them and stuff, and, you know, they felt my vibe. I felt their vibe, and, you know, we clicked it up, and we just started, you know, doing business and working together and stuff. And they would come out here. Every time they come out here, they would hit me up and stuff, you know, because, I mean, before this, you know, I come from the streets, you know what I'm saying? And really in the streets of LA, if you come from out of town and, you know, saying you got some kind of motion or something, you know, you kind of, you know, you can't just be moving freely. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a possibility you might run into the wrong crowd or the wrong area or something, and, you know, something might happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just LA for you. You know what I'm saying? Is grimy out here, you know what I'm saying?
Very.
So, you know, my boys, you know, they knew I was tapped in. I'm well respected in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they saw I had motion. So they started fucking with me. I started fucking with them. You know, every time they came out here, we would chill and all that and everything, and we just built a relationship and a bond, and man, we went from nothing to brothers. You know what I'm saying? So,
what year was this, brother? When this all happened?
This was 20. What are we in? 5.
25.
So it was like 21, 20, like 2020, 21, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? Like
COVID.
Around like like the end of COVID. It was the end of COVID. So I think it was like 21, 22. You know what I'm saying? Around
this is all kind of fairly recent.
Yeah. No, everything's very recent, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, because, you know, everything just started opening back up, and, you know, Melrose, everybody just started rolling and everything. So, you know, but yeah, man, and we built a good relationship and a good bond, and it just went from there, bro.
Skyrocketed from there,
Skyrocketed from there, man. You know,
wow.
I never thought I'd be owner of a, you know what I'm saying, exotic pop store, you feel me? Man. But
yeah, so were you pushing to have exotic outlets in LA, Los Angeles? Was that something like you were pushing for the brand?
Well, so we've been out here already.
Right. I mean, the store.
Well, we had a store previous to actually being right here. What it was though, it was we had a location in the valley. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool for a minute, you know what I'm saying? We had some motion when we first opened and this and that, but eventually, you know, the location, the area, the traffic, everything just wasn't it wasn't working. So we had to, you know, eventually cut ties and move on and, you know what I'm saying, bounce back. We had to basically just refresh ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's what we did, man. You know, it took about maybe a year or two. It took a little minute, you know what I'm saying? We didn't do it right away. Because this location was no jumper at one point.
Yeah, because I was going to say, this is for sure new, because I literally was here. It was right before, I think, what else was I doing out here? I forgot what I was out here for, bro, but it wasn't too long ago. It had to be like in the summer or something like that. Like right before the summer, I literally was here, and it was
it was no jumper.
This was no jumper. Yeah,
it was no jumper. Most
and
definitely.
Then last time I was out here with the Rio, and seen
so basically, when Rio came, we had been open 2 months, maybe 3 months.
Fresh out.
Fresh. I'm still fresh. I've only been here 4 months, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it looks great, brother.
I mean,
it looks great,
man.
Is there still more stuff you want to add to this, or like what
I mean,
look at all these murals. It's beautiful scenery, signs.
Yes, and probably no. You know what I'm saying? I'm right now. This is what we're doing, and this is what it's gonna be. And I don't know, man. We just we got some great things coming for 2026. You know what I'm saying? We got some great things coming, man. You know, we might revamp. You know what I'm saying? We might, you know, ain't no telling, do a facelift or anything. You know, it's only time will tell.
Okay, man. Well, I'm excited for it, bro. I see nothing but great things happen. For sure, man. Nothing but great things, man. Definitely.
I'm excited for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, you got something.
Man, I appreciate
you got
that,
something good right now, man. You know, this is what you're doing, and, you know, you stay on it, bro. I'm telling you, it will take you a long way.
Thank you, brother. And it has so much already, bro. Like, it's just from just going to the crib and, like, from being out here on Melrose and interviewing Rio and Dub and Milo and shit like that. It's been fast, man, for sure. But I'm very ambitious, bro. You know what I mean? I know what I want. You know what I mean? I know exactly what I'm hungry for and what I see my vision and what the podcast is doing. But I still try to sit around, because I remember just being in the house. Like, Twin knows, man. We was literally just in the house just talking about stuff like this. Like, they gonna fuck with us one day, you know what I mean? Like, Loose Leaf, they gonna know who he is, and Dub, he gonna know who he is, and da-da-da-da. We need to collab with them. And this is literally happening now. You know, so anyone that's watching this, man, enjoy the process. And, you know, it takes time. And manifest. Good energy. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? What can you do to move yourself towards that, bro? And, you know, similar to your story, you know what I mean? That's something that you really wanted. You had a vision for, and it did happen overnight. You know, you did things to get here. Most definitely, bro. So Dub in this collab right here, was that the first collab that this one right here? Not this new one, but of course the one before that.
So the one before this is the first collab that we did, right? And Dub was our first clothing brand collaboration that we, because we have one with Soulja.
Fire.
Yeah, we sold it with Soulja Boy. So shout out Soulja Boy. Shout out Dub, everybody. But Soulja Boy has his own soda, and of course he had to be first rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how Soulja
Of course,
is, man.
he
had to be the first to do it.
He gotta be
you know what I'm saying, man?
I swear, if I interview him, he probably would say, I'm the first one on the Real Me.
Man, it's like, damn, man.
You doing that, bro. You probably had to hear that the whole meeting.
So, it's like, all right, for sure. But nah, Dub was first. He's the first one with two actual sodas, you know what I'm saying? Because he has a pina colada regular, and then he has a pina colada if you were to buy the regular pina colada and take it home and do some things to it.
Right.
This is what it would turn out to be. So, we was like, well, we're gonna save you guys the time, and we're gonna save the people time. So, now we're just gonna, you know what I'm saying, do it to where we'll mix it up for you guys.
Right.
Add a little extra sauce to it. You know what I'm saying? And then, we'll just sell it to you guys. You feel me? So, the clean, dirty way.
Right.
You feel me?
For sure.
So, yeah, man, Dub was he's the one.
And he's so good at marketing, man.
Come on, man.
Dub is literally like I'm telling you, he literally did we did like a skit of your drink before we even started. He's like, go ahead and try that. That's my favorite right there, Exotic Pop. Get it at Exotic Pop right now. And yeah, he's so good at marketing.
Come on, man.
He's really good at marketing.
That's why we're locked in, man. This guy is,
Nah, he is, man.
But you gotta think, he's selling himself.
Yeah.
You feel me? That is his pictures on there and all that. Mm-hmm. He's selling himself, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want something to sell, and you want something to do what you want it to do, you have to sell yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm a representation of Exotic Pop. Every day I come and open these doors. Not only am I selling Exotic Pop, but I'm selling myself.
You are the brand.
I'm the brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they hear Exotic Pop, they see me. So it's like you have to.
Yeah.
You want to be something and you want to do something and you want to be great at it and you want everybody to be talking about it and rocking it and want to be a part of it.
Gotta be you.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Gotta put that footwork.
I think ownership is so important.
Man.
I think there's no better feeling than having your own business. And the way I went about my podcast too, and the thing I love about it is it's mine. It's my show. I'm the producer. I run it. You know what I mean? This is my vision. This is what I got going on. I could have easily found another podcast to be on, but then I wouldn't have no ownership in it. It's not me.
Yeah, you could easily went to No Jumper or something, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out them guys that know Adam.
Yeah, no, we ain't shouting out.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Everyone thinks. Nah, you know what, man?
I don't know the guy personally. You know, what I'm
watch
saying?
him. He gonna hit you up after this shit for sure.
I don't know the guy personally, and
Well, didn't you have to know him because this was his building?
Nah, man. This
took a both out.
Come on, man. He
yeah.
It didn't work that way, man. You know what I'm saying? He moved out and I moved in.
Oh, you didn't buy it from him and then have to.
Yeah, I didn't have to do no type of, you know what I'm saying? So
you think he feels some type of way that you in here?
Nah,
he couldn't because he was already out, right? Before you got
Come on, man.
Yeah. I don't know why. But he was already out by the time he came in, so I don't know why he would anyway.
Yeah, this was this was like his chill off. This wasn't even
his main store or anything. Whenever I came here, there was usually only Coke here and nothing. That. Yeah, there wasn't really nothing really too much popping or anything.
So you know what I'm saying, man? It's but yeah, man. we really just doing big things, man. You know, we got something great going on, and all these people that you're being a part of and you're interviewing, man, is you're onto a good road.
Thank you, brother.
It's only gonna lead you down a further road, you know, what I'm saying? Because it's more doors are gonna open for you.
Especially with this, I can feel it with this one already.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Oh man, well, you know, in Rambo Exotic Pop,
come
LA,
on now,
man, for exclusive interview. You know what I'm saying? The shit talker and the Hellraiser of Exotic Pop LA, man. You know, the one that got all the motion.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I'm the first to do it. It's gonna be hard for sure. This is gonna go viral for sure. Y'all gonna see this one. I gotta ask, man. What can we see an Asali collab with Milo?
Man, I'm working on it, man. I would love that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell Milo myself.
You know, it's just
really fire.
It's just really about marketing, man. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if we're gonna do it an Asali collab, it'll probably be with our clothes, or you know what I'm saying, something of that sort. As far as like a soda,
they already got your sodas in there.
Yeah,
but it's not an Asali collab.
It's just more of, I don't know if I mean, I don't know. I have to talk to him about it, honestly, because it might work for him, it might not. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to think certain things work for certain people when, you know, it's, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I think he would be down, to be honest with you. Because I've seen him collab on a lot of different like products and stuff like that, and I don't see why he wouldn't collab with Exotic. And then for sure, without a doubt, clothing. Like for sure, that's without a question.
The clothing,
I think
most definitely.
He definitely would do that for sure.
The clothing, most definitely. Yeah. But I mean, you know, his line of people that, you know what I'm saying, his lane.
Mm-hmm.
He has a little bit of everybody, but I don't think it's too many sippers. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to kind of think of that. Like he has sippers, but he has also a lot of non-sippers too. You know.
And that being said, now that we're talking about collaborations, are you, when it comes to collabing with Exotic Pop, I've gotten Dub's take on it. I've gotten, you know, Milo's take on collabs. What's your take for Exotic Pop? Like, what does it take to have a collaboration with Exotic Pop? Are you open to whoever, or did they have to, like you just said kind of earlier, like did they have to fall under a certain category and check off the list for you to consider it? Or what does that look like? People want to collab with the brand.
So me, I have 2 lanes that I could go down with, when, you know what I'm saying, and it's my soda lane. I do soda collaborations, and I do clothing collaborations. You know what I'm saying? So with the sodas, we're very particular. We're very, 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 very particular on who we're gonna do a soda collaboration. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we have to be like that, because if we just gave anybody a soda, then we wouldn't Exotic Pop.
Not so much exotic.
You feel me? So you got to keep it exotic, right? So people like, you know, Soulja, you know, Fabby, Bun B, Draco, Long Live Draco the Ruler. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ralphie, you know, Desto, you know what I'm saying? All these people that we have these collaborations with, as far as the drink section, is exclusive. You know what I'm saying? You can't get the drinks anywhere. You can't go into a regular store and just buy, you know, any of these, you know what I'm saying, artist drinks that we make, because we don't sell them like that.
And you guys do that, of course, on purpose, for it literally brings more, of course, back to the fact. Yeah.
Yes. So
would you say that's for someone that maybe would want to start their own drink or business sort of similar to Exotic Pop, would you say that's the best way to do it? Starting out? Or should they focus too much on it?
I mean, if they have some motion,
yeah,
you know, then yeah, jump on it. But if you don't have no motion, then it's gonna be hard, because you have to sell your own product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything, when we do a soda collaboration, big artists, it basically sells itself.
Pretty much.
Oh, we just make this person, you know, we'll do. Oh yeah, I gotta go down there and get that. They got this and that.
Yeah.
But if you're not a big artist and you get one and you have some motion, you're gonna have to put in the footwork to sell that fluid. You know what I'm saying, to your people. You know, once you get that motion going and this and that, oh, go to Exotic Pop. That's where you know what I'm saying. It's only exclusively there now. You know what I'm saying. Go down there and buy it. Whoop, and then that's where everybody. Oh, okay, yeah. They're gonna come down to Exotic Pop because they can't get it nowhere else.
Real Exotic Pop, man.
Yeah.
Real Exotic Pop.
Yeah.
Man. Come on, man.
You know. Same thing with the clothes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, speaking of that, I'm gonna need some merch, bro. I like that jacket, by the way.
Yeah, man. This is a collaboration I did with A&G, man. You know what I'm saying? And
gotta gear me
you
up,
know,
bro.
my boy whipped it up. You know what I'm saying? Did a little something, right quick, a little mock up and whatnot. But I'm real strict on that, man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of, you know, I've done a few little collaborations over the few months that I've been open and stuff, and you know, gave some people surprise and stuff, and you know, see how things worked out. So I got a few things in the making, but I'm real strict on that as well.
Even when it comes to the clothing too.
Yeah, man. Because if I, you know, we do a collaboration, you know, and the design might be dope and everything, but nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
So nobody knows who the fuck you are. Nobody's gonna come in here to buy that shit.
My shit gonna sell.
You know what I'm saying? So my shit is just gonna sit on the shelf, no matter if it has Exotic Pop on it. They can say Exotic Pop all it wants to. If they don't know who else the other person is, or if the shit ain't fucking dope, they're not gonna come buy.
Yeah,
the shit.
and like Milo and Dub say, like the collabs gotta make sense. They gotta make sense. It can't just be with anybody. It has to have some type of traction, and it has to make at least like an ROI. Like you gotta make some money back.
Come on, man.
At the very least, breaking.
Come on, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I 100% understand.
As soon as we do a pop up, man, that shit should be flying off the shelf, man. If that shit is not flying off the shelf, I don't want that shit on my shelf, and it gotta go. Point blank, period. You know.
Yeah.
And you can't feel no kind of way because your shit ain't doing. I'm not here to build the traction for you. I got my own traction.
And that's you should already be
coming. We're here to put our traction together and build more traction out of putting our two tractions together. You know what I'm saying? And elevating. So if we're not doing that, then what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm wasting money. I'm losing money. It's bad.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's out. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's fuck that. We're not doing that.
Well, there you go. Just have it right there, man. If you guys are trying to collab with the Exotic Pop, man, make sure you come to the table, man. Not just empty-handed and thinking that like, oh, I can collab, I'm gonna be popping. You know what I mean? And that's why I try so hard to focus on myself too, bro. Like instead of just coming up to people, like I want to have a catalog. I want to be able to come up to somebody and say, hey, man, this is some work I've done. I want it to make sense. I want my guests to want to come on to my podcast. I didn't want to, and that's what I was trying to kind of explain in the beginning, you know, and that's why I focused a lot, like in the beginning of just building the catalog and just having stuff to show up for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's good when I'm able to pull up on you and say, hey, man, look, I just interviewed Rio. I just interviewed your boy Dub right here, and Milo, and TrueCar, and whoever else I probably have interviewed that you know. And it make, you know what I mean? I want it to make sense. And I think, anyone that's trying to come out here and make it in LA and Melrose or anything, you have to, it starts with you, bro. Like you can't, don't ever come out here thinking that people are just going to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Dub does fuck with me. But by the time I met Dub, I was already interviewing in my house. I already had a couple artists I think he knew and some of his friends that were on there. So, you know what I mean? I worked on it first. I didn't look for no handout. I wanted it to be a genuine thing for sure. And I definitely agree with you on that, brother. And, you know, speaking of collaborations, bro, we were trying to get this before, but do you have a favorite collab, man? I know you said you couldn't really think of one, bro. We got a couple like right here. So this is the Desto right here, and then we got this orange right here. I'm about to try this one. This is pretty fire. Tell me about this one right here.
Yeah, man, this is
Money Dot.
Yeah, man, this is one of my boys, man, that is from Houston, you know what I'm saying? And he has a lot of motion out there, you know what I'm saying? And this is Quiet Money Dot, you know what I'm saying? And my boy, his flavor is unique because he's one of the few like Dub that has a slow-mo soda. So slow-mo is real exclusive, you know what I'm saying? Slow-mo isn't our brand. We're a part of it, but we basically bought into slow-mo. So, you know what I'm saying? It's slow-mo Exotic Pop.
Okay.
You feel me? So basically, my boy here, Quiet Money Dot, man, this is a new flavor. He just dropped this not too long ago. It hasn't been out that long, you know what I'm saying? Probably I want to say maybe a few months or so, whatever. But This is pineapple peach cream.
Pineapple peach cream. And we're gonna try this right now live.
And it's fire, bro. When I say
it.
fire,
I believe it, bro. I believe it. Hell yeah. Let me try this right here, man. Slow mo. Man, I'm gonna have to go down there in Houston, bro. Hey, Twin, we taking a trip to Houston, brother. We got to do it, man.
Yeah,
we got to do it, man.
Houston, man. I plan on hitting Houston next year, man. Shout out to my boys in Houston, Exotic Pop, man.
And Dub got a store down there. We got to do an interview down there. Yeah, man.
So our store is, you know what I'm saying, locked in. You know, that's how Dub got the store out there is through us. So, you know, we were doing great and amazing things, man.
Yeah. This is good, brother. This is good, brother.
Come on, man.
Damn.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
It's like 3 for 3 right here, bro.
Come on, man.
3 for 3. So to get Exotic Pop, do you guys have a website? Like, can we order it online? Or do they have to literally come here to grab it? Or go to, like, of course, Dubs or Milos?
I mean, we have a website. You know, we're on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We're in a lot of different areas that, you know, you could purchase an Exotic Pop. But in a lot of those areas, you have to buy a bulk load.
Okay.
So, you know, we've created these spaces to where you could come buy, you know, a couple bottles. You might not want to buy 48 or 28 bottles or 24 bottles or, you know, whatever. You know, you want to, you know. Yeah, man, that's just fire. Yeah.
Good, bro.
Yeah, man.
Just for real. You know what I mean? I give my honest opinions. If it tastes like shit, I would say something, you know? Yeah. No, this is good, brother. Yeah. This is good.
Yeah, man.
But, okay, so the best way is, okay, so it really just depends like what you're looking for, right?
All what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All what you prefer, you know, out of life. You know what I'm saying? You might wake up in the morning and be like, I think I'm going to drink some Hagen today. Okay? Come to Exotic Pop LA.
Come on down.
And
you got that.
We most definitely have a drink that tastes like Quake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you might wake up and be like, man, I ain't had no walk in a long time. What? You ain't had no what in a long time?
Come on now.
Fuck.
Got it right here.
You know they don't make that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't make it no more.
They don't.
No, this is really discontinued.
This one right here?
This flavor is like.
Why was it discontinued?
Man.
Was it too popping?
Yes, so, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they just stopped making Tris.
Damn. Have you kicked the cup or are you still sipping?
Man. I kicked the cup, brother. You know what I'm saying? The cup is kicked, and you know,
picked it back up a couple times.
You feel me? Like, hey, man, you feel me? I don't really sip like that, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really just of special occasions or certain shit like that. You feel me?
If the vibe is right.
Yeah. You know, if the vibe is right, man. The vibe is, and I can't afford it. I'm really poor, people. Okay, I'm really fucking poor now. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford the shit. It's too expensive. This is why I created these sodas, because I can't afford to drink the shit. So when I want to drink it, this is what all I gotta do.
Right here.
This is all I gotta fucking do. Come holler at Exotic Pop, man. I'm telling you, I'm cheap. I'm really affordable. Like, come on.
Y'all gotta taste it like to the T, like just like real walk. I mean, for real. Come on.
That's the master of. That's what I do, bro. That's what I do, bro.
Twin, come try this.
That's what I do, bro. Yeah.
Go try it, man.
Yeah,
just go try it, bro.
Try it, bro.
Just go try that shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, give me a 2 more years, bro. I'll be so popping on Melrose. We gonna get a collab. I promise you, bro.
Man, you already popping already,
man.
You know, you
I appreciate that,
you got
brother.
A little bit more to go. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you know, I feel like, yeah, we could do that. You know why? Because it'll be good. It's good promo. It's good promo.
Hell yeah.
Because every time you go set up or somebody comes, have your drink, and then right there, and you could either sell it to them, give it to them, whatever. But it's something that they're gonna taste, they're gonna like, they're gonna remember, and eventually they're gonna come.
Yeah. You know, that being said, bro, we could always talk about like, man, a little sponsor thing going too, man. Put them in the apps or something like that. If you're opening something like that, bro.
Come on.
You know, we had a couple of sponsors over the years and stuff like that, but good product placements when we doing these interviews and whatnot, and we could always do something like that too, brother. We could always talk about that.
I'm all for it, bro.
Man, Exotic Pop, man, sponsor the Real Meal Rail. Hold on, man.
Like
hold on, man.
We have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, not a lot, but we do have, you know, brand ambassadors, and you know, we do like we fuck that type. Put steps in there, put some sodas in there, you know what I'm saying, all that, man.
Like, we got to do that, brother. I would be
that's
so
what we
down.
do, bro. We're for the culture, you know what I'm saying, and you're for the culture, man. You know, so that's gonna be good promotion for both of us.
Hell yeah, man.
You know,
hell yeah. What advice, bro, would you give to someone? Because someone that wants to do maybe similar to what you have done and what your business has done. What advice would you give to somebody, man, that's really trying to shoot for it? And I know your journey was different, and you figured things out, you know, at a time. And you know, first you met the guys, then things transpired, then you opened up a store and stuff like that. But for someone that wants to maybe jump into that, because I interviewed, who else did I interview? Shout out Shot by Simba. I don't know, you know Simba. He does the videography for Peasy, and he got his own lemonade.
Yeah, he got the lemonade.
Yeah, he got his own lemonade and stuff like that. Yeah, it's super fire, by the way. Yeah, super fire. But yeah, what advice would you give to somebody trying to do that, man?
So I've always had a boss mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? And I always told myself that I'm gonna work for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be a boss. I don't have to go answer them. I'm not gonna answer nobody.
I like that.
So with that being said, sorry.
Do your thing, bro. That's good. You can answer that.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm locked in with a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Trilliano, man. You know, shout out to my boy Trilliano, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Excuse me, man. He upcoming artist, man. You know what I'm saying? Outside, out of Watts. You know what I'm saying? Watts, California. You know what I'm saying? Grape Streets. You know, he messed with Shoreline Mafia and all them, you know what I'm saying, OGZ and all them, shout out them too, you know what I'm saying, I fuck with all them boys.
You tapped in with Jeezy and them?
Hell yeah, man, you know, I ain't personally hollered at them just yet, man, but I'm tapped in, you know, so
yeah.
Eventually it's gonna come together, man, but yeah, so like I was saying, man, I was always had a boss mentality, you know what I'm saying, I didn't always know I was gonna have a store, but I always knew that somewhere in my life I was gonna be in a position to be a boss, you know. But for people who are really focused and want to get to where I'm at, don't give up. You gotta just, you know what I'm saying, keep working hard, stay focused, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna go through trial and tribulations in life, you know, but as long as you stay focused on what you want to do, it's gonna come together eventually. It may take 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, it may take 10 years, you know, but as long as you keep working and focus on it and push towards it, and you really want it, it will come to you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta stay focused. You gotta put the work.
Yeah.
That's mandatory. It's not gonna come to you if you don't. So
100%.
You know, anybody that's trying to get to where I'm at in life and be successful and, you know, have a business or even just be part of a brand that is, you know, doing something in life and everything, you gotta put the work. You gotta be around those somebodies, and you know, you gotta, you know, put that foot forward.
Yeah.
You know, because if you don't, it ain't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream.
Yeah, I say like higher risk, higher reward. You know, I think like I tell people all the time, like, and it's so frustrating, even with me, bro. Like, I've done so much of this podcast, and I'm still not like we got in over 200,000 views across the channel. Yeah. We have over thousands of subscribers. We have over thousands of viewers. We've interviewed multiple people on Melrose and whatnot. And man, it's tough because it's like when you just have that idea, bro, and you're just trying to make it come to life. You know what I mean? And the thing is, trust me, my ultimate goal is, of course, be a genuine, successful podcast and to make, you know, money off the podcast. But the point I'm trying to get at is if this shit was easy, everybody would do it. If this was easy, if everybody could have their own viral drink and flavors and have collabs with artists that they love and make hundreds and thousands of dollars and have multiple stores, locations across whatever, the United States, they would do it. Everybody would do it. Everybody, trust me, would do it. And I think not a lot of people understand that, like, it's hard, man. And because it's the higher risk, man. It's the higher reward. So I know what I'm doing right now is going to be talked about one day for sure. And when I'm able to sit back and be able to, like, be really making hella money off of just my YouTube channel and something like that, I know it's because I just got here. Trust me, I've been doing this for 3 years. 3 years for sure. And just like my brother said over there, it wasn't always like this. He wasn't always in the store. He wasn't always up like the way he is now. He wasn't in front of the same people that he was when he first started. But he still had the vision though, right? Yeah. And it's just a matter of just carrying it out, not stop working, and not giving up for sure. I just want to agree on that, definitely, brother. Last thing I would say is 2026, bro. Like, what can we expect for the new year?
Anything, man? 2026, bro.
I know, bro. This is crazy.
2026.
No, this is crazy. No, this is crazy, bro.
26, bro.
Come on.
I never thought, man, in a million years what the fuck I would be doing in 2026.
This is crazy.
When I was fucking in elementary school.
Man, way back.
In the fucking 90s, bro.
Schoolyard.
Nobody fucking knew what the fuck we did. We thought the world was gonna end. You know what I'm saying? Like hella years ago, bro. Like 2026, nigga.
What?
So look, man, I got a lot of big major shit coming, bro.
Talk to me.
Man, I got clothes. You got
a size medium in this,
man. I wish I did, bro. You know what I'm saying? But right now, man, I'm in a revamp stage, you know what I'm saying? So I got some shit hotter than this coming, bro. You feel me? I got some Christmas shit coming. Don't trip, I got you. I got shit coming, bro. 2026 though, it's go hard, bro. I just locked in with Death Row Records. Shout out Death Row.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Manchester Foe, you know what I'm saying? Snoop Doggy Dogg, you know, my boy
Doggy
Mason,
Dog.
all them,
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying? Death Row, man, we locked in, baby.
West
Exotic
Coast.
Pop, man, you know what I'm saying?
West Coast.
Yeah, man, I got, you know, Cali Plug, all them, man, Loose Leaf, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm locked in with a lot of people, man, and 2026, man, is finna go crazy, bro. Crazy. I got
Do you
merch.
do female collaborations? Sorry to interrupt you, brother, but do you do female collaborations or mostly?
Nah, man, I do. Man, I'm not choosy. I'm not picky on male, female. You know what I'm saying? None of that.
Yeah.
It gotta make sense, man. You know what I'm saying? We have Stiff Barbie. We have a drink with. We did a drink collab with Stiff Barbie. Shout out Stiff Barbie. She from Houston. She a female artist from Houston. You know
How'd
what
that
I'm saying? And it's good. You know, the soda's good. You know what I'm saying? It has motion and everything. So you know, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, 2026 is going to be a lot more collaborations. You guys can expect a lot more LA collaborations coming, you know, as far as the sodas, the clothes. Man, I got all kind of stuff going, bro. It's going to turn up.
Hell yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Let's run a part 2 like in the middle of like maybe the summer next year.
Man, we have to, bro, because it's going to be our 1 year anniversary, bro.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I gotta be the one to do it. I gotta be the one to do it.
2026 summertime, bro. We're going to throw a big ass fucking party for our 1 year anniversary, man.
Fire.
Exotic Pop
Viral.
LA, man, is going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? My boy's going to have the exclusive 1 year anniversary interview on lock. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. We got to do it like while people are here, though. That'd be
come
fire
on,
too.
man. No,
we got to do it while people are here.
Bro.
That would be fire, bro.
We're going to do it on the day of the anniversary, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we have all the big bosses here. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? My business partners will be here and all that stuff and everything. So you'll get the taste of Exotic Pop all the way around.
Let's
you
do
know
it.
what I'm saying? Not just from me, but you'll get the taste from the originators and all that, you know what I'm saying,
down
man?
In Houston, right?
Come on, man. We locked in,
I look forward to
bro.
that, man.
You know, so
yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too, man, for sure. This is great. This is definitely great. And I wish you the best, brother. And I'm so glad we got to meet each other, man, and we made this relationship, brother. I want to say one more time, thank you for coming on to the Real Meal Real podcast. Make sure you guys, of course, are tuned in with Exotic Pop, man. From what I'm hearing, they're across basically every social media. So we're going to pop that out throughout the episode. So make sure you guys go tune in.
Exotic Pop _ LA, man.
Yep.
Check us out,
and
man.
Make sure when you guys are on Melrose, come down and get some Exotic Pop. You can literally, it's right next to Awful Lot of Cough Syrup. It's literally the door over.
Yes.
And if not, if you guys are down there on the corner out of Solly, you guys can obviously go down there and check it out.
Yes.
But yeah, make sure you guys come check it out on Melrose. Make sure you guys are following me, following my boy right here. Until then, I'm going to see you on the next episode for real.
Yeah. Appreciate you, baby. Yeah.
Man, you lit.